Good morning to all. We're here at the North Sydney Oval. You join us for this one-day international match between Australia and England. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me for this exciting contest is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for the fabulous introduction. Well, if they lose this one, a lot will be pinned on this decision. Batting first on this pitch really does look risky.
So here we go, the players make their way out to a seismic crowd. They've waited all day for this match and they're ready for some world-class batting and bowling. The pitch today, it looks good. A bit of grass on top, so they'll get their wish, I think.
Clipped way off the pads. What a shot for four.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. That's gone for six. That is a huge one. Litchfield needs plenty from these bowlers.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Getting nice and settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. That looks gone. Oh, great run out.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. They'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Nearly gets the edge. Cross with a great delivery there. Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
That's the start you want. Awesome shot, and it's flown over the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Onto that early, that could be four. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
There's the drive down the ground. Cracking stroke.
Bell, the right arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the fig tree end. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. No, no, no. Terrible shot. That sounded good. It sounded really good. That's the maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. Misses everything. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Straight to the fielder. Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
Well, they started off with a bang and they're still going on with it.
Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
How clean did they hit that? Plays that immaculately with a straight bat.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hits. Fantastic.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Crunch. That's been middled again, and it'll be another maximum. Gee, this batter's going to need a heat pack on his shoulders. That's how hard they're swinging.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Two straight. It's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Doesn't beat the infield. Perfectly timed.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Knight, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Oh, my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary.
Cross from the scoreboard end. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Showing that they mean business this innings, barely seem to have got going and they're hitting sixes.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Dug that out well. Seven runs added there. Australia are 83 for 1.
Another big over. Not as big as the previous overs, but still a formidable one.
That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be really happy with that.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Dragged down and put away. Pulled that with great power and it's been launched into the crowd for a maximum.
It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous. Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half-century.
Over. Australia are 95 for 1. Eccleston, the left armour, is the new bowler from the scoreboard end. Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Healy, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more. The shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. 2 boundaries and 2 balls. Was quick onto that in the infield. A direct hit and this could be gone. Could that be out? Looks like it. Oh, great run out.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. But have to head back to the pavilion.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Oh, end of the over. 22 off it. Australia are 117 for 2. Well, now that could be out. Out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot. Just sailed away.
Follows up the first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment.
Mooney has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Oh, geez, they've hit that beautifully. That was gloriously met. 2 maximums in a row. Is it a sign of things to come? This has been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. The runs are flowing very easily now. What a shot. She absolutely laced that. No need to run.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Dug that out well. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. There's a chance if it hits. End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you still have to hit them. Majestic batting.
It's been non-stop action tonight. Every plan for the batters has been dismantled with almost a level of disdain.
That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Mooney wants plenty from these bowlers.
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. A nice glance off the pads. No stopping that one.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
Super batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure right on the bowler. They've got to respond. Oh, that's a great shot early on. Wide of cover, and that'll give her a bit of confidence early on. May just pull up short of the boundary, though.
No point running for that one. That was 4 off the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
Eccleston shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Couldn't get it through the field. Could that be out? Looks like it. Oh, great run out.
Not a bad innings. Really was starting to get the runs flowing, but cut short. Important wicket to get at this stage of the match.
That's a long way to walk out there, just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Over. Australia, 153 for 3. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the fig tree end. Six of your finest, please. Cover drive for a maximum. Brilliant.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Oh, my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Getting nice and settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Lovely bowling. In the air, and that's a straightforward catch to mid-off. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. That's going a long way. What a shot.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
They've set the ground on fire and entertained the crowd this power play. 2020 batting at its best. Whatever the bowlers are trying out there, it isn't working. Already past 70, and this innings could get out of hand with more deliveries like that.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Can't get that outside the ring field. Good pick up, big chance.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Sutherland watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Sutherland gets plenty from these bowlers.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
Over the top and 6 more.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. No. Terrible shot. Oh, that's beautifully struck. Right out of the guts end all the way.
Went downtown and did it very well.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Oh, boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Extra width gives them a free swing at the ball. Gone a long way back. 100 up. Brilliant innings too. Raise the bat to the crowd.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. A direct hit and this could be gone. Everyone's gone up. Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you still have to hit them. Majestic batting.
Really good shot that, as they're now into the 20s. They can take plenty of confidence from it going forwards.
straight to the fielder. Doesn't beat the infield. Needs to be on target. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Dean from the fig tree end. Oh well, don't even bother running.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Knight, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Finds the fielder with that shot. Oh, great running. Oh, simple run out.
6 Marfo. Do.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
That's got a flight number attached to it. That ball has gone a long, long way.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Done.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. That's a big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck. Back-to-back boundaries. Can they make it 3 in a row and really put the bowler on the back foot?
Nice emoji fire.
Gone. Caught. Didn't time it at all and mid on with an easy catch.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Beats the field with a great shot. End of the over. 20 runs coming from it. Australia 243 for 8.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score. How will she reply?
Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Misses everything. That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Garth, it's plenty from these bowlers.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Wow, that's missed a lot. Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Cuts that off well in the infield. There's a chance if it hits. That looks gone.
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Crash! Beautiful bowling. The innings comes to a close. It's taken a while, but finally the 10 wickets fall. It's a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
Here we go. Coming in for the first ball.
Brilliant diving stop. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Was quick onto that in the infield.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
4 runs added in the over. England are 4 for none. The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the scoreboard end.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. Bouchier watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs. A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
The bowler stopped short there. Maybe didn't like the feel of their approach. Great commitment. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. The over finishes, you really can't be giving batters of this quality extra deliveries. The captain might want to send their bowler down to the boundary to collect their thoughts. Finds the edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Couldn't get it through the field. Got that away nicely. Well, the bowler pulls out of the delivery. Something mustn't have felt right.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. England 13 for none. Garth from the scoreboard end. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Great shot through the gap.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4. Might look to go big again here.
Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Edge, but it drops safely. Everyone's gone up. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Can't get that outside the ring field.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Perfectly timed.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Shoot, deflates the crowd there, pulls up short, and that's going to be a dead ball.
How will the bowler respond?
Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. No, terrible shot. 5 runs added there. England 24 for none. Edged, what a ball. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Nice shot, but straight to gully.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Square cut, finds point, no run. End of the over, 6 off it. England 30 for none. Shoot from the fig tree end. Straight to the fielder. Thick edge, no! That's racing away. Bouchier has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Doesn't beat the infield. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Finds the fielder with that shot. 4 runs added there. England 34 for none.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Big edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Edge, but it drops safely. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Dropped. What a let off. Garth will be pleased with their work in that over. Kept the batters under pressure very, very well. It's something they do so well. Bowler and fielders look really confident. Shoot, pulls out, dead ball. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Oh, dropped it. Cuts that off well in the infield. Goes over the top with that shot. Shoot ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
Picked up 4 with a lovely shot off the front foot.
Garth from the scoreboard end. Massive outside edge. Nicked it. Garth too full and gets punished for it. Great shot for 4 more.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Edge, amazing delivery. Brilliant diving stop. Got that away nicely.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Can she come back with a dot ball?
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Edged, what a ball. Was quick onto that in the infield. Nice shot, but straight to gully.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Three added in that over. England, a 53 for none.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Half a chance, missed.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Oh, that just didn't stick.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Perfectly timed. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Wow, that's missed a lot. 8 runs added there. England, a 61 for none. Edge, but it drops safely. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. And dropped.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Couldn't get it through the field.
Bouchier watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. 6 runs added there. England are 67 for none. Garth from the scoreboard end. Edged, unplayable. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Drilled that one away.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Healy, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. That's gone down.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
The bowler stopped short there. Maybe didn't like the feel of their approach. Can't get that outside the ring field. That's the over. England are 78 for none. Shoot to bowl the first over of the power play. It's going to be very tough to stop these two free-flowing batters. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Perfectly timed. End of the over. 5 runners coming from it. England are only 3 for none.
How will the bowler respond? A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Straight to the fielder.
Bouchier watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
It's gone all the way and over for 6. Bouchier, classy square drive.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Doesn't beat the infield. Edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Pulled away and into the gap. Could be 4 more.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Well, the bowler pulls out of the delivery. Something mustn't have felt right.
How will she reply?
Finds the fielder with that shot. 5 runs added there. England are 97 for none. Garth from the scoreboard end. Edged, what a ball. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Edged, unplayable. Great commitment. End of the over. One from it. England a 98 for none. Edge, amazing delivery.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Might look to go big again here.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Big edge. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match. Smacks that away through the gap. Garth deflates the crowd there, pulls up short, and that's going to be a dead ball. Cuts that off well in the infield.